right, guys, so I just kind of want to go over all the things that Tulip has learned. So she's learning heel, sit, down. She's learning how to... So we'd like to use a little acronym that we made up to kind of help you remember all the things that you should be practicing on walks daily or in the house, front yard, backyard, or even at different public places that you take Tulip to. So we call it, can your dog shred anywhere? So when you think of the word shred, I want you to think of every initial. So it starts with S. So that's sit. Can your dog sit in the front yard, the backyard, at a farmer's market, at Tractor Supply, on the road, in the grass? All those places, can your dog sit? And remember, not just sit, but can your dog sit and stay in the sit position until you give the release word? Next word is H, heeling. So heeling means your dog is on your left-hand side, your left arm is straight, your leash is loose, and she should move with you as you go fast, slow, turn left, turn right. When you come to a stop, she should do an automatic sit. So that's H. R would be recalls, meaning come back to you. So if your dog is sniffing and you say here, will she come back to you? Sit, touch the collar, give her a treat, and then release her back out or go into the heel, whatever's the next command. After that is E. So E is for explore politely. That means can she wander around and sniff without pulling you? So a lot of times we like to heel with our dog, and then what we do is we say okay to release them because we want them to be able to do lots of exploring politely and things like that, but they are not allowed to pull on us. So when she's watching something like that right there, she's not allowed to pull. So I just pull back on the leash. When she stopped pulling, I release the pressure. So she just learned from a car pulling around me, she's not allowed to pull towards that car. And then D, that would be down stays. So same as the sit, can your dog down front yard, backyard, farmer's market, Tractor Supply, wherever you're at a restaurant, and can they stay in the down position until you've given them the release word or the next behavior? So if you guys could just think of it as those things, pretty easy. So it's sit, heel, recalls, explore politely, and down. Now place is another behavior that we also work at, but remember, if you're out and about somewhere and you don't have a literal place like a bed or something with you, down is the same thing. Down means stay in the down position, laying on your belly until I give you the release word. So what we're going to do while we're out here is we're going to practice that, and it's just remember shred. That's the only thing you got to remember. That way you know all those things your dog should be able to do anywhere. And if you can practice those things every new place you go to, then your dog's going to be much more solid with the behaviors they know, and they're going to be bomb proof because you've done it everywhere. All right, so I'm not going to follow along exactly with the letters, but I just want you to know those are the behaviors I'm going to work on right now. Good girl. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. Yep. Yes, good girl. Yes. Beautiful, sweetheart. Sit. Yes. Nope. Sit. So sometimes they want to default to a down, but it's really important that if I say sit, I want her to sit. So I'm going to stay close so that if she goes to lay down, I'm going to pull up on that leash to let her know that's not the behavior I want. Sit. Nope. Good. Sit. Good girl. Yes. There you go. Nope. And that little shifting she's doing, that's not acceptable either. So I'm going to work on that a little bit. She has not done the sit out here on the road, but I am going, nope. 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 Good girl. So you want to be very black and white. When she's not doing it right, you want to add leash pressure with the word no for right now because she's in training. Nope. If she does it, nope. Gotta sit. Good sit. Good girl. Nope. Good girl. Sit. Nope. Good sit. No, you want to lay down. This is usually the hardest part for dogs. I know it sounds crazy because sit is usually the first thing a dog learns, but staying in the sit position for a longer period of time is a lot harder for dogs. Yes. So I'm just going to stay real close and go back and forth from side to side. Good sit. Yes, good. Eventually I'd like to go all the way around, but we'll work up to that. Nope. Sit. Yes, sit. Good. you're getting it. Very nice. Good, bless you. That was perfect. And I'm going to go back to the healing. Heel. Yeah. So remember, anytime she looks up at you, that's when you verbally reinforce her checking in. Heel. Nope. Good girl. Beautiful, sweetheart. Yeah. Heel. Good girl. Yeah, look at that. That's for getting it. Good girl. Sit. Good. Down. Now you can do it. Good down. Yes. So we don't use a lot of the command stay because down means down no matter what I'm doing. So it's the stay is implied in every behavior. Because if you're following the same 3 parts of communication, down. What do you want them to do? When are they doing it right? Add your distraction. When are they done? You're so cute. Good. Nope. So nope. Down. So she got up when I went to go reinforce her. So I'm going to walk away. Put her back in the position. Let her know that's not acceptable. She's got to stay down no matter what's happening around her. Good. Down. Another thing I want you to work on. If she's in a down position and sometimes, you go to reach for the leash and in your head you're about to go into the heel, she doesn't know that. So unless she hears the release word or the next command, she should stay in the down position. So this is a good thing to practice as well. Picking up the leash, drop the leash. Picking up the leash, drop the leash. Good girl. Nope. Down. Picking up the leash, dropping the leash. No. You're stepping on my leash, kid. Good girl. Yes. Good down. Yes, good down. Good. Heel. Good girl. Sit. That was good. She stayed in the sit position. That's awesome. Also, get her used to looking at your back. Sit down. Move it down. Nope. Yes. Get her used to looking at the back end of you, right? Because that's usually what freaks them out most is when you turn to walk away from them because they've never seen the front or the back of you because you're always facing front when you train them. Nope. Yeah. Here. Here. Yeah. Good girl. I know we did so many stays. It's hard to know. Good girl. Now I'm going to say okay. And hopefully you can see this on camera. I'm going to let her sniff a little bit. So I'm going to walk with her so there's no tension. The minute she pulls, I'm going to pull her back into my circle. You got it range on you, kid. I'm going to do a couple recalls out of sniffing. You have your leash on, so if she doesn't respond, you're going to add the leash pressure with the word no and then repeat the command. Tulip, here. Nope, here. Yeah, good girl. There you go. Okay, do it again. Sorry. No. Good girl, sweetheart. That was so good. Good girl. Okay. So again, even though she's walking, she's not allowed to pull me. And if she does, I just pull back. So it's really important that you guys work these in baby steps. So for example, if I can't even get her to come to me when she's sniffing grass out here where there's very low distraction, there's no way when there's another dog in a much more confined kind of subdivision or at a farmer's market that she's going to listen to me. So if you want your dog to respond in a certain way in a very high distraction area, you have to start building that behavior in a very low distraction area and slowly build up the distractions, right? Same thing with distance. If she won't even come to me on a 4-foot leash, why would I expect her to come to me on a 20-foot leash or off leash completely, right? So don't feel like using your leash is a failure. It's just like training wheels on a bike. You're going to teach your kid how to ride a bike, the mechanics of getting on, how to balance, how to use your arms, how to use your legs. Then you're going to let them go farther, go faster, raise the training wheels and take them off. That is exactly what your leash is. Without it, you're just going to make it harder on yourself, because when she makes mistakes, and let's say you're practicing recalls and she's not on a leash, you say here, here, here 27 times, she's not only learned to not listen to you 27 times, but she's had more fun running around and getting reinforced with the outside world. So it's really important that you guys keep your leash on when you're practicing until she's really solid on this. And it is a lifelong training thing. It's not a one and done. Once she understands recalls, we have to make sure we're reinforcing it through her whole life. Otherwise, it's like learning a foreign language. If you learn the language, use it constantly, even for a month and a half, but then you never say any of those words again, then you lose the ability to speak that language. So it's a lifelong commitment. Doesn't take long once they understand the behaviors, but you do want to stay consistent and try to work it every day. Good job, bud. Okay.